Hey, so what are we going to drink tonight?
Well, what are we drinking tonight? Divine Reserve 13. Yay! Okay, so the, I hope, anticipated episode of Foam Rising reviewing St. Arnold's Divine Reserve 13.
That's anticipated.
Of course, as always, is Michael on the left, and again, joining us from Twitter Bottle Share is Jeff. So let's get started, because everybody wants to know what's the deal with Divine Reserve 13.
Yeah.
Lucky 13.
Is this the first Divine Reserve?
If you're just, well, no, there's, see, it ends on 13, Jeff. So there's been 12 before this.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And this is a good question, because a lot of people don't know what exactly the deal is with the Divine Reserve series. It's different every year, and sometimes more than one a year. So this is the 13th Divine Reserve, and this is actually one that they produced in-house, whereas usually they have a competition from home brewers to determine who's going to get the coveted Divine Reserve for the year. And actually, I believe that competition went to the Icon Blue.
Right.
This year was actually the competition winner, and they developed this particular beer in-house. Now, I'm going to throw out a couple of names, all right?
All right.
Michael.
No. Well,
oh,
that's just one name. But
that's at the end of the show.
Oh, okay, yes.
Right.
So, West Blairton 12, Rochefort 10, Golden Drac 9000.
Never heard of him.
Sure you have. These are some of the most renowned of its style in the beer category of Belgian quadruples. So
that's probably what this is.
Divine Reserve 13 is a Belgian style quadruple. It is. So here's the thing. Before we taste, all right. Here's the thing. You have had a bit of kahunas to even try this style of beer when one of the most, I think Beer Advocate lists West Blairton 12 as like the #1 beer of all beers of all time ever. So to try that style, I think is pretty hefty.
Right.
So
it's a tall order.
Without further ado, let's twist into this one.
Wow. That didn't even take the magic of filmography to do that.
You just twist on in.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
looks delicious.
The style is a Belgian style quadruple. So you can probably already tell not a very big head on this particular beer.
It's gorgeous.
Hello.
So I went into this beer a little bit skeptical, and I have tried it before. I went in a little bit skeptical because of the category that they went into, and I already am a huge West Blairton 12 and Rochefort 10 fan, and so I'm thinking, why even try a beer in those styles when they have literally been perfected? Unless you can bring something new to the category, why even try?
Wow. So here's my first thought.
Caramel.
Yeah.
Butter.
Sweetness. You could give me a paycheck just to smell this beer.
Yeah,
clock in at 8, clock out at 5. You have to smell this beer all day. I would do it.
It is decadent. It really smells like a dessert, but it almost makes you think this is probably going to be too sweet of a beer. You know?
Yeah, I would get that.
So let's taste it. Jeff, you first. What do you think?
It's good. It's complex. Got a lot of flavors going on. Get some dark fruits.
Yeah.
Kind of maybe a plum or prune flavor a little bit. Very malty. It's good.
Michael?
I would echo a lot of that. There's like a drinkability factor to it though. That like some of you sit there with some of these other quadruples, these quads, if you want to.
They get a bit sweet and heavy.
It's sweet. They start to overpower, and you're like, I gotta take it. I mean, this is a dangerous quad.
Yes, it is.
So watch out.
Can I make a comment about that real
Sure.
fast? I actually waited in line at the Specs on Midtown for this. Brock Wagner, the owner.
Oh, B-Wag.
Right, B-Wag. We know him, right?
Yeah, we like hang out never with him.
He's actually over there, right?
Oh, Brock, what's up, man?
Hey.
What do I love? It's like, well, beer.
What?
Yeah, we're drinking the. Yeah.
Oh,
that.
did he just?
He's on the phone.
Oh, so he's not really over there.
No.
Well, that's awesome.
Never mind.
Good job.
I think he just texted you. It's an actual call.
Smartphones.
But he
Not
was
so smart.
he was in line with us, passing out donuts at the DR13 release, and one of his comments echoed what you said. He said, "Be careful. It's 12%, dangerously drinkable." I think that's one of the most common comments I've heard about this beer. You could literally, I think, chug this.
It's
not a sipping beer.
No, you could go to town on it.
Yeah.
So watch out.
Watch out.
So my thoughts are a lot of caramel. It almost tastes like it has some oak. I mean, because it has the vanilla and kind of oak flavors that you often get from an oaked beer. Very true to its style. Definitely, I mean, definitely taste it and is up there with the other quads. So,
yeah.
Having had West Blairton 12 and Rochefort 10, how do I compare this? They did an excellent job at making this true to its style but unique in its flavor. It has enough unique characteristics, as Jeff commented, that it is somewhat complex for its style. I was floored when I first drank this. I was not expecting the complexity that it had, and I think it is a fantastic beer. And I know occasionally they will turn a Divine Reserve or a specialty beer into a seasonal or some. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
Fingers crossed big time on this one, because I was overly impressed with their Divine Reserve 12, and I think that their 13 even stepped it up another notch, because I really thought that when I had the 12, that which was an old ale, I thought that was about as good as St. Arnold beer could get, and this is better than that. So in my opinion, I actually think that, especially since this was developed in-house, I think this is hands down the best beer that St. Arnold has ever put out. Boom!
What?
Yeah.
There you have it.
And this coming from a guy who has Christmas Ale and Springbok on tap in the garage right now.
Yeah, you're just name dropping.
Oh,
And
how
St.
much your
Arnold
foot?
hat.
Oh, yeah.
We're big fans.
Are we fanboys?
We're-
Are we St. Arnold fanboys?
No.
Dang it. I
Yes.
think we are. I hope you were able to get your hands on some of this, because, and you know what? Honestly, for a limited beer, I think St. Arnold did a crazy good job of getting this beer out. That seemed like the Houston, and just from friends in the Austin and Dallas area, it seemed like everybody could get their hands on it on release day, which, in the past, that has not been the case. Houston gets it first, Dallas gets it a few days later, Austin gets it a few days later, and this actually seemed to come out everywhere at the same time. My hometown of Tyler, Texas, even got Divine Reserve 13 at Fresh by Brookshire's.
Cheers, Tyler, Texas.
Yeah, and
Enjoy, Tyler.
now that you can buy beer and wine in your grocery store, first time since Prohibition. Any other thoughts on this beer before we close
No, I
down?
just maybe hope we can have another one.
Yeah, you like how I was so generous and the three of us sharing the one 12-ounce bar. But you know what though? At a 12-ounce beer, this is definitely one that you want to share, because as good as it is, it will mess you up.
Yeah.
So-
Don't be afraid to share that six-pack.
Yeah. So, I guess until next time, I'm Michael.
And I'm Michael,
And I'm Jeff,
who lives at home.
who lives at home.
Keep drinking.
drank.
Welcome to the show.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes good, sometimes bad, some good, some bad.